Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Tidal wave, you have Narfall. The engage setups here for DRX are unbelievably good. It's really going to put a lot of pressure on Closer to make sure he's in the right position, because he will be the best setup. The first item for the Lucian and the Zeri, they're both going to be looking for a completely different path. As okay, Croco.
Ooh, looks like Beryl might have been in the shop there, a little bit slow of a, okay. Croco's actually going to be the one that gets engaged upon. First blood will go to Beryl, of all people. And yeah,
Take
just
a trade like that. He's not hiding the plan very well. As Pyosik has 6 now, this is a scary moment.
And Pyosik just going to try to start this fight. The Nautilus not that tanky at this moment in time. He is really trying to bait this one in as, yes, that is the kill. Handed over to Zeka. And now the Frozen Thrall's coming out here. Liiv SANDBOX still considering fighting, which
Some real threat here. You kill the bottom 2v2, you drop a Herald down there, that lane is over.
Uh-oh, Closer coming in with his team looking for this one as Pyosik still has flash, but it's a 3v2 in favor of Liiv SANDBOX. Zeka gonna ult himself up, has his flash, elects not to use it this time around. As Pyosik gonna miss the Sonic Wave now, he's gonna have to get out of here. Has the Rift Herald, doesn't have a ward he can hop to because of that. Meanwhile, on the top side, looks like that Ignite was used, and so Hagen has to flash as well.
He flashed here, and with his wave, I don't think he should be looking for a trade here. Just doesn't want Dove to get the proc of the Demolish, but too bad. Nothing you can do to stop that. Liiv SANDBOX now going to get the second Drake, it looks like, here to even things up.
That is a juicy Nami just out there looking to bait this one. Prince gets a ultimate off, but not before the Nautilus goes down. As now collapsing on in, Pyosik with Smite available. Croco incredibly low, another missed Sonic Wave, but it doesn't matter because now they're gonna get this full leash and take down the Mountain Drake as well.
You have to back up there, kite towards the Drake and commit to the Drake, or I feel like that was more of a sign of Genji as Croco.
Yeah. Do agree. Beryl is not in a great spot. Looks like he is free fish food here as Prince is going to pick up that kill.
Get
that shield bow online.
This is something else to mention. So 2 things here. First, okay, we're Deft is
3 things. We have a fight in the bottom lane, and there is a Croco coming down to the bottom side as well. As Deft is really trying to make this work. Now he's gonna kill Prince, just like that. They say, nope, we're just going to handle this Lucian, no biggie. And now that Croco's here, they can, but that was not supposed to be a 1-for-1 trade in a 3v1, as Deft is able to shut it down.
Gaming. But Cyclone, obviously against Lissandra, also a big problem here for
Hextech. It is Hextech Soul this time around.
Master for both teams. I would say arguably stronger for Liiv SANDBOX, though, with the Zeri. As this is going to be a Herald looking for inner.
Now the crown is down. Croco takes a big chunk as well. They look for the Hex Flash engage.
Hasn't come up with anything.
Here we go. That's that engage from screens away, and Prince is going to have his shield bow procced as Pyosik goes way too deep, but it's fine, I guess, because he zones everybody away from peeling for Prince. It's a 1-for-1, but the Zeri is down. Def still shelling damage. And all of these melee champs can't do much against Lucian, especially now that they can't re-engage. Kingen also extremely farmed up.
He has
almost
Cleaver.
Able to kill Croco.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't care about your resistances as Wukong. I'm just going to eat through that. Has the Trinity of Force, of course, to help do that extra damage. This is going to be sole point. Over to Liiv SANDBOX off a hard engage onto the Zeri. And it's like everything we just said came true. You know, Lucian, he can get you from a screen away at this point, and the Immortal Shield Bow will buy you time, but that is it. And until the Zeri
there is zero vision. Now there are a bunch of pings going on this, but I think it's too late. I think Liiv SANDBOX should sneak it.
Yep, complete Baron sneak here, and the rest of DRX realize it way too late, but notice they don't have really any strong vision around them.
Ready to pull the trigger at a moment's notice.
There's no objective to fight for here, Liiv SANDBOX. Be very careful about how you group.
Oh no, that's going to be another missed hook here. Kyle is getting slowed up, hit by the tidal wave. That is a dead Nautilus. Now 5v4. Prince is over the wall, getting a little bit of damage done, but it doesn't look like nearly enough as ultimates are thrown in. Prince has to sail away as he is trying desperately to try to kite this out, but look at DRX, they're just a 5-man unit, and now Closer's gonna get isolated. Dove looks to potentially get isolated as well. Zeka's got another claw on the way. And that extra movement speed is going to be enough. That is 4 members. Oh, no, actually only 3. As it looks like Dove will not.
Spikes earlier, but they used it so well. I think it could have been any scaling AD carry. It could have been Jinx in this game that Prince is playing, and the result would have been about the same.
Yeah. King in here, no flash, but he is still incredibly confident, but he's got everybody from Liiv SANDBOX on his back here. As DRX, they do provide a front line for death, but not nearly enough, as Piosik's also going to go down. They're feeding extra kills into the Azir and the Zeri.
This composition for DRX needs to be grouped. It needs to fight together. It is not strong in skirmishes like this. And they're just getting picked piece by piece. Looks like Zeka will get out here.
Uh-oh. You got to be careful about just kind of dilly-dallying in front of Illusion, as Deft is desperately trying to stop this push from happening. Of course, this was all because of setup for the Hextech Soul. DRX were trying to force it, but I think Liiv SANDBOX were just better prepared.
Yeah, they were better prepared. They had a little bit more vision set up there, so Kingen is trying to come over there and help contest for it, and unfortunately is caught. And Liiv SANDBOX really fast to pull the trigger. Prince going to get a little bit more gold in his pocket. They will prevent the soul here, despite Zeka's best efforts to potentially...
The Hextech Gate's going to help out a lot with this. As DRX, they might just go for a flip. Krako is right over the wall here. You got to be careful about this engage potential from Liiv SANDBOX. As in they go. It is going to go the way of Pyosik, though. Megadar is timing out at the same time. Culling gets huge value onto Krako as Kyle kind of goes in alone, and now ultimated up his closer into the bubble. In goes Pyosik. They can't kill him, though, as Blessing it is stepped straight into Prince's open arms. And down he will go. They are feeding kills over to Liiv SANDBOX. DRX cannot get out of here either. As Pyosik and Zeka, they are actually going to 3v1 Dove, who's trying to keep them alive and around. As Krako going to dodge, Prince is just shooting fish in a barrel here, able to cleanse off the exhaust. Double kill extra for him, make it a triple, and Prince is online. It is official.
Yeah, you know, we always talk about the Zeri moment, and we'll certify it right here.
Stamp of Zeri.
Okay, this is a very scary fight to try to take without closer. He does have teleport, of course. Have that ward, he's coming onto it.
Oh, this is really aggressive from closer, though. I mean, he's going straight in to the rest of them. Kingen is getting isolated, though. He is almost definitely dead. Another kill over to Prince, who has 7 now. DRX are going to spot Krako in the bush, but this is another Hextech Drake that will go to Liiv SANDBOX. 3 to the Fed, Zeri, and Azir.
Now Zeri should be able to pick up her Infinity Edge.
DRX, they need to engage, otherwise they're just going to get poked out.
Look at how difficult it is to clear these control wards.
Okay, closer. He's got a crown. That's what it's for. Zeka is going to survive in this one. They attempt to set up and engage. It's a little bit lackluster. Kyle's able to frontline as now Prince, with that ultimate, is just getting on in there. Nice kick from Pyosik, but it's a little bit too little too late. They're able to just bully their way through this turret. Closer looking for whatever that was, but it is going to select the kill onto Barrel, and that might just be the end of the game. Liiv SANDBOX, they take a couple of fights, and they are looking to take Baron.
Yeah, type back to Baron. Look, the respawns are coming. They have no chance to come in here. Like, I think it would be ridiculous if they could actually muster a team fight together. It's just going to be free here. Nothing that can be done. Even with Kingen in the Ring of Frost is going to do a little bit for you under this turret. But meanwhile,
okay, we got a fight. Looks like there's an isolated Piggy, but also Barrel pretty low. Krako trying to get the damage into Def, but he's not quite able to close the gap. As Stopwatch is going to be used here, as well as the GA, but it's just Krako buying time again. It's what Pyosik did early on in the game, but actually it's just Krako this time around. As here comes Zeri. See you later, 2-hit onto the Lissandra, and down goes the Gnar. The Zeri moment happened, and now all of a sudden she's 11-2. There's not really much that DRX have to handle the damage of Liiv SANDBOX.
Yeah, I just want the Speed Racer song to be parodied with here she comes, here comes the Zeri. She's a demon on wheels.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay, I mean, there's just no defending this anymore. Liiv SANDBOX, they pulled it off in the mid-game.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge turnaround for them as they make their late-game sustained damage really work for them. They really just held on for an impressive amount of time, and that's all they needed. 19 kills by the end of it all. Liiv SANDBOX going to come up with the first win in the series.